channel. Today I want to speak to you about the referendum and the whole Brexit thing. Oh my gosh, it's been absolutely crazy. I'm not hugely into politics, I will tell you that, but all I'm going to let you know about today is how it has affected those of us that are British and are in Ghana right now. Okay, so for us, this Brexit thing came at a really bad time, just simply because we have a property on the market in the UK and we're waiting for that to sell. So Brexit was a really bad time for us, quite inconvenient. There are many schools of thought, many schools of thought as to if Brexit is a good thing or not. I know that some people think that Brexit in the long run will be better for the country, but you know, in the short term people are a bit fearful of the change and it will be hard to begin with. But their school of thought is that it will get better. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. Okay, some people think it's just bad for Britain and that is it. There is no two ways about it. I mean, that's for you to decide. I don't know. But it came at a bad time for us. I mean, the day before Brexit happened, the Forex Bureau rate here was 5.8. Now, which was brilliant because it had been around 5.5 just before. I mean, no one thought that Brexit was actually going to happen. I mean, even a lot of people that actually voted to remain, voted to exit, didn't think that it would really happen, but it did. I mean, it was a huge shock, especially for myself. As I said, it came at a really bad time, and there's not much we can do about it. Our house is still on the market. We still have to keep living our lives. We still have to keep doing what we're going to do, you know. But I'm not going to go into the ins and the outs of if I think house prices will drop or go up or whatever. I don't know. Oh, sorry, my camera keeps going in and out of focus just because it's on manual. And it's doing something weird, but never mind. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Right, so the Forex Bureau rate had been hovering around 5.5 for about a month, maybe possibly even 2 months. A few days before Brexit, it had gone up to 5.8, which was brilliant. The day Brexit happened, obviously, I'm sure you all know already, the stock market just crashed. There was no information at all. Some people weren't even changing money. Now, when it came back up again, when the stock market came back up again, the pound had dropped to 5.3 on the day, and since then it's been fluctuating around 5.3, 5.2. I think last night I checked it was 5.1 or something like that, which is, it's low, but I can't complain too much because I remember 7 years ago, and that's 8 years ago, something like that, the pound was actually 3 to 1. So that was like, whoa. But we were used to that because the pound was a lot more, the cedi was a lot more stable back then. Nowadays, it's kind of been like all over the place. And when we came to Ghana 2 years ago, it was around 4.2, 4.4, something like that. So the cedi it's gone all over, the pound cedi, whatever, has gone all over the place recently. But my point is that the cedi dropped when Brexit was announced. It dropped. Now, some people are also saying that you're not seeing a huge amount of difference simply because Ghana has some ties with the UK. Now, I don't know how true that is. That is just a rumour that I've heard. So you go and do your own research, please. But anyway, that's the rumour that I've heard. And so therefore, we didn't see a huge hit because what happened was the cedi also fell in line with the pound. So although the pound wasn't as strong as it was before, there was still, the difference wasn't as bad as what it could have been. That is the rumour that I'm hearing. You know, so whether or not it's true, I don't know. But it's, for those of us that want to change money, it's not the best time. If you're still working with the pound from the UK here in Ghana, it's not a good time. I'm sure it's difficult for British people here at the moment, just because if you go to Forex Bureau right now, the pound is around probably 4.9. Some people probably 4.8 even. It's not a great time to change money if you need to change money. It's not the best time to do it. But we have to live our lives. We have to keep going, you know. And the way I see it, the way I see it, is that if you're worried about changing money, don't be, because I think certain things you have to count the cost. So if you've got a business here and it's running and you're making profit, it might still be worth your while to change money if you need to change money, because in the end you're going to make your money back here anyway, and the chances of you making money here are probably higher than probably in the UK. Well, it is for us anyway. We've got more chance of making it here than we do in the UK. So for us, even though the pound has dropped and it's a bit of a bummer, you know, that's not going to stop us continuing to do what we need to do. you know, things could even get even worse. The 2 years that we have before the referendum actually kicks in, we don't know what's going to happen. So, you know, you have to live your life. You can't wait 2 years and, you know, be hoping for the best. Life doesn't work that way. But in Ghana, I mean, people were a bit funny with the whole pound anyway. I don't know why, but for some reason, Ghanaians prefer to trade with the dollar. Even though the pound is stronger. I don't know if it's because the pound is too weighty. I really don't understand the reason for it. But if you go to most Forex bureaus, they would rather change the dollar than the pound. I don't know. Maybe someone could enlighten me and tell me why. I really don't know what that is all about. But anyway, this video is super short just to let you know what the situation has been in Ghana. It's mostly to do with currency exchange, that kind of thing. Land, house prices here, it's still the same, you know. We don't have estate agents here, so house prices are not affected that way. It is literally about what someone wants to sell their house for. Do you want to buy it or don't you? It's as simple as that, really. So don't be discouraged by it. I would say if you're British or you're thinking about coming over to Ghana, don't be discouraged by it. There is still huge potential here. Things change all the time, and America also is not safe yet because we don't know what's going to happen in November. It is November, right? November, when the elections happen over there, Trump might win. And then what will happen? So, you know, no country is safe at the moment. Nothing is guaranteed. Tomorrow's not promised. So you have to just continue your life and just go on with things, you know. I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to say. As I said, I'm not hugely into politics. I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what the atmosphere in Ghana has been like. People are still going on doing whatever they want to do. There's not been a huge change over here, but I know a lot of people have been shaken in the UK by it, just through the uncertainty. Okay, but anyway, guys, enough talking from me, and peace out.